After the original 13 colonies had become the United States, the Revolutionary War ended, and the Constitution was put into place. France loosely controlled the land to the west until 1803, when the U.S. purchased the land. The Louisiana Purchase nearly doubled the size of the United States. Expansion was unfolding as President Thomas Jefferson sent Meriwether Lewis and William Clark on an exciting yet dangerous expedition to explore the new land. They traveled 8,000 miles from St. Louis, Missouri to the Pacific Ocean and back again, meeting Sacagawea and many other Native Americans. They also discovered new species of plants and animals along the way. We imagine their adventure, which lasted from 1804 to 1806, might have gone something like this.
Gentlemen, I'm commissioning you on an exciting yet dangerous mission. You'll travel thousands of miles and discover new plants and animals. You might even meet a cute Indian girl.
Pathfinder. Who are you?
I can blah blah blah.
English?
I am Sacagawea.
You can read with us.
Discovered a mountain lion.
I've discovered a bobcat.
I have discovered a jackalope.
We must continue our journey.
Should we do something?
Yes, we should.
Should we go build a fort?
Yes, we should.
All right, let's go.
Shelter!
White men need fire.
Fire!
from our expedition.
Welcome home, gentlemen. Job well done.
The Lewis and Clark expedition included traveling the Missouri River, Iowa's now western border. The process of Iowa having the border lines that we know today was quite an ordeal, as the boundaries went through many changes over the years. In 1812, Iowa was made part of Missouri Territory. In 1816, United States surveyor John C. Sullivan was instructed to survey a boundary line. Sullivan erected survey markers along the line. The northwest corner of Missouri was established in a marker near Sheridan, Missouri. From there, he continued east, establishing the Sullivan Line, to the Des Moines River just south of Farmington, Iowa. Sullivan's line ended up being crooked and confusing. Sullivan's mistake led to the Honey War. More on this later. In 1832, the U.S. government attempted to take over Native American lands. Black Hawk, a leader of the Sac and Fox people, defied the U.S. government as he led a group of nearly 1,000 men, women, and children into the territory the government was trying to take. Conflict between the U.S. government and the Native Americans lasted a few months, and many Native Americans were killed. The Black Hawk War ended with the Indians turning over a strip of land west of the Mississippi to the U.S. government. It became known as the Black Hawk Purchase, and permanent white settlement began. During this time, many pioneers began to settle in the area known today as Iowa. Life for pioneers was full of both excitement and hardships.
Unfortunately, there were many ways to die, including, but not limited to, catching diseases like typhoid fever and dysentery, starvation and dehydration, drowning while crossing rivers, getting shot, snake bites, and injuries from handling animals, Indian attacks, getting crushed by moving wagon wheels, and more. In 1834, Iowa was made a part of Michigan Territory. In 1836, Iowa was removed from Michigan Territory and was made part of Wisconsin Territory. Remember that bit about the Sullivan Line mistake? In 1837, the Missouri General Assembly ordered the border line, previously established by John Sullivan, to be resurveyed by a new surveyor named John C. Brown. He moved the border line and left a piece of land between Iowa and Missouri in question.
In 1838, Iowa Territory was officially organized, and in February of 1839, the Missouri legislature declared that John C. Brown's new line was the new border and official line between Iowa and Missouri. Farmers in Van Buren County, Iowa, did not appreciate the announcement, and in August, when a Missouri sheriff from Clark County, Uriah Gregory, attempted to collect taxes in the disputed area, Iowans refused to pay. When the sheriff returned in November with several hundred men, he was arrested for trespassing by the sheriff of Van Buren County. The Missouri governor then called out the militia. Some impatient Missourians chopped down 3 honeybee trees in what is now Lacey-Keosauqua State Park to collect the honey for partial payment, thus giving the conflict its name, the Honey War. Iowans then headed south, many armed with pitchforks, clubs, whiskey, and broomsticks to confront the invaders, but after one very cold night, many deserted. The crisis quickly passed and both sides backed down. The governors of the 2 states sent the issue to Congress to negotiate. Congress then gave the problem to the Supreme Court. We imagine the bloodless battle between the angry Iowans and angry Missourians, otherwise known as the Honey War, may have went something like this.
I demand payment for taxes! We will not pay the taxes! You are trespassing. I'm gonna arrest you. No, I'm not. wait, time out. Okay, I'm ready now. You're in prison now. We are angry Missourians, and we are going to cut down 3 honeybee trees for partial tax payment.
In 1846, Iowa joined the Union and became a state, and in 1849, the Supreme Court finally made a decision in favor of Iowa when they declared that the old, original Sullivan Line was to be made the official boundary between Iowa and Missouri. Woo!
Iowa's history continued to fill in with the development of the railroad, involvement in the Underground Railroad and Civil War, the ongoing development of agriculture and the family farm, the endurance of the Great Depression, and so much more.
We celebrated our state's rich history and hopeful future, as today Iowa is considered a great place for both work and play.